Jets Ward.
Jets, Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of the Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. I got a fun one for you guys. But first, if you have been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here. You make this channel so much fun for me, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it as well. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan, a fan of another team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here in the Jets Ward. It is a safe space for you. And guys, man, it is going into week 4, the beginning of week 4. The Jets have fallen to the Buccaneers this past weekend, 29-27. And there wasn't a lot of good things, especially in the first 3 quarters. Jets seemed outcoached, outmatched. Fourth quarter, on the other hand, we had some bright spots. The offense started to get things going. Garrett Wilson got more involved, had a touchdown. And we had a really great play from Will McDonald, blocking a field goal and actually bringing it back for a touchdown and putting the Jets up 27-26 at the time. Unfortunately, the Jets defense could not seal the deal, and Baker Mayfield was able to move the ball down the field, and McLaughlin was able to kick the field goal, and that's how it ended. Ended in 29-27. But it got me thinking. There were a lot of things, and there's a lot of players on this team that, let's be honest, I think it's starting to get time to play the younger guys. Check what you got. Because some of the older guys that are here that are still getting playing time, it's not working. Players like Michael Clemens, Alan Lazard, things like that. So what I wanted to get into this video with you guys today, what I wanted to talk about was a couple of moves that I would make to try to build some electricity for this team. Leading into week 4 against the Miami Dolphins, who are also reeling right now. Their coach is on the hot seat. McDaniel's on the hot seat. Tyreek Hill might get traded. Tua Tagovailoa has looked bad. But both teams really haven't looked great. So one team has to win. And the Dolphins do have firepower. They have Tyreek. They have Jalen Waddle. Tua Tagovailoa can turn it around. Darren Waller is making his first start of his Dolphins tenure. The defense doesn't have some bad pieces as well. They have Chubb. They have Zeeler. They have Grant. They have a lot of players on that defense for Miami that can make the Jets' day a living hell. So I have some moves that I think the Jets need to make and replacements that I think could fill those holes. So getting into the first one, and I think this is going to be one that Jets fans will completely agree with. I think it's finally time to trade Alan Lazard. I don't know how much you're going to get for him, but it's not looking like a great season for the New York Jets. We might end up winning like 3 to 5 games, maybe a little bit more, but I think we're going to be in the market for a quarterback. The Jets don't have a 3rd-round pick. They don't have a lot of picks this coming draft. They have a 1st, a 2nd, I believe, maybe a 5th. I have to look at it again, but I know they're trading a lot of their late-round picks. So I think the New York Jets really, really need to try to acquire more draft capital for this upcoming draft. So trading Alan Lazard for whatever you can get, teams that I think could fit him. I think the Chiefs could definitely use a player like him. The Steelers with Aaron Rodgers over there, I think would love to have him. I think they've been interested in him for a while. Honestly, Alan Lazard just doesn't do anything for the New York Jets. I know he had a touchdown in the Bucs game, but other than that, he hasn't really done anything. He was a healthy scratch week 1. Week 2, he was no presence at all against the Bills, and he did one thing in the Bucs game. He hasn't really done anything, and he just doesn't fit the offense. I don't think he really wants to be a Jet here as well. I know he took a pay cut, but it doesn't seem like he wants to be here at all. I think the Jets just need to cut bait, trade him, do what you can, get what you can for him. But I think it's better for both parties. Next one, to replace Alan Lazard, bring up Brandon Smith. I think Brandon Smith deserves a shot. It's either him, you could trade him with Skinner, you could put in Jamal Pritchett, but I think Brandon Smith deserves a chance to show what he's got on this team. He was one of our more electric wide receivers in the offseason, in training camp, preseason games. When they needed a big play, Brandon Smith was the guy they went to. And I think he's just got a lot of electricity. He's big, he's strong, hard to tackle. I really think he should be promoted. Bring him onto the 53-man roster. Let him go. Tyler Johnson hasn't looked great either. He had a big drop in the Bucks game. Brandon Smith, I think, can bring some electricity. He's a good blocker, solid speed for his size, solid hands, great contested ball catcher. Bring him up. Give this offense a little juice. Somebody who can complement Garrett Wilson a ton. I know they like Josh Reynolds, but he's been hurt. Bring in Smith. See what he can do. And again, you could do Smith. You could do Skinner. You could do Jamal Pritchett. Just somebody. One of these young receivers. Bring them up, and let's see what we have in the young guys. Please. Because I think these guys are hungry to get up here. And just let's see what they got. But please, bring one of these guys up. I think Brandon Smith deserves it, man. Past 2 off seasons, he's looked like one of the best receivers in our camp. Let's see what he can do during the regular season. Getting into the next one. You got to cut this guy. Michael Clemens. He's looked awful. He's risk of a penalty every time he's on the field. He doesn't do anything for the defense. He can't set the edge. He can't tackle properly. He gets penalized all the time for roughing the passers or hands to the face. Like, just stupid stuff, guys. Michael Clemens does not deserve a spot on this roster. I think he'll get picked up very quickly. He can get picked up by the Niners because Saleh loved this kid. But he's just not working out here. And you can give all the excuses you want for him. He just doesn't do anything for this defense and actually makes it worse. He's a liability out there. He needs to be cut. You did it to Xavier Gibson. You got to do it to Michael Clemens as well. And what I think you need to do, and a lot of fans might not agree with this, but I think you gotta play Tyler Barron more. He didn't look bad in the Bucks game. You can utilize him on the inside. You can utilize him on the edge. He's a solid run defender. He gives you at least more than what Clemens gives you. So play him. And if you don't want to do that, then go with a big front where you have Juwan Briggs, Harrison Phillips, and Quentin Williams on the same defense. Having Juwan Briggs on the outside and stuff like that. Do something or bring a Christian Wilkins in. But I think Tyler Barron, if you can play him, get everything underneath him more and just utilize that strength that he has, he could possibly be a JFM type of player where you can play him on the inside and outside and he can be a solid run defender and maybe build into the pass rush ability as well to just give Will McDonald and Jermaine Johnson some breathers as well, especially in the run defense. So play Tyler Barron, cut Michael Clemens, and get Barron more playing time. Then the next one, trade Tony Adams. He just isn't good. He didn't play in the Bucks game. He's been hurt. But when he's on the field, he just can't cover. He's not that great of a tackler. He doesn't fit this system. He seems like a tad slower as well. You got to just trade him. Get what you can. Just similar to Lazard. Trade him, see what you can get. I don't think he's going to be on this team if you keep him anyway next year. So just trade him, see what you can get. I was going to put Breece Hall on this list too to trade him to try to get some higher draft capital, but I decided against it. Breece, I think, fits this offense a little better, and it really depends on how they utilize Isaiah Davis and Braylon Allen as well. But for right now, with Tony Adams, trade him, see what you get. He just does not do anything on the defense, and he gets beat all the time against bigger tight ends, quicker receivers. He's just not good. You got to trade him, see what you can get for him. I'm sure there would be teams that would be willing to trade for him. And again, a way to fix that, play Malachi Moore. In the Bucks game, he didn't look awful. It was his first start, and he held his own, in my opinion. I think he did pretty well. He's a solid tackler. He's a ball hawk. He could be a leader. He could be a leader on this young defense. And I think just really give him some time. Play him more. I think he could turn into a very, very good safety and really help these young DBs back there. I love Malachi Moore. I think he's going to be very, very good in this league. Play him more. Give him some more starts. Even if you keep Tony Adams, have Malachi Moore start over him because I just think he's the better player. Next one, you got to bench Brandon Stephens. He's been awful. I can understand why Ravens fans have loved not having him. The Jets gave him a big contract, and I think it's been a disaster. He has been awful when on the field. He's shown that he's quit on plays. He's shown that he can't really cover very well. Just nothing. They saw this athletic freak who was released, or not even released, who the Ravens didn't want. Fans were happy he was gone. AG and Wilkes saw this player and thought, you know what, we could fix him. And it just hasn't worked. They gave him this big contract. I think it's been a disaster. Brandon Stephens has been bad. But luckily, you do have a replacement on the team already. Play AZ Thomas. When Sauce went down in the Bucs game, AZ Thomas came in, and he looked good. He looked fine. I think he's a bigger cornerback, similar to Sauce. I think he can be locked down, and I think he's a much better option than Brandon Stephens on this team. This is a guy, you have Sauce and him as your cornerback 1 and 2. I think you could have a solid cornerback room and help out Cisco and Malachi Moore back in there as well. Just give something, because both Tony Adams and Brandon Stephens have been a disaster. So nothing they've done right now has helped out at all. And again, these are just my opinions. I would love to hear what you guys have to say too. But AZ Thomas and Malachi Moore, I think you guys need to play. They need to start, because Tony Adams and Brandon Stephens have been awful so far. And I understand Tony Adams was out this last game dealing with a groin injury, but when he's on the field, he is a liability, just like Michael Clemens, just like Brandon Stephens. These guys, I think, Tony Adams needs to be traded, Michael Clemens needs to be cut, and Brandon Stephens needs to be benched, because he has not helped out. Start AZ Thomas, play Tyler Barron play and start Malachi Moore. These are my options of what I think the Jets need to do. Guys, again, these are just opinions. This is what I think the Jets need to do. I understand it's only week 4. There's still a lot of season left. But when you start out 0-3, it's kind of tough to turn things around, especially as us Jets fans. We might think we have an easier game. Maybe you think it's like could be a cakewalk against the Miami Dolphins. Never is. The Jets never make things easy. We got blown out by the Bills, and we played the Steelers and the Bucs tough. There's still a ton of tough games coming on. I understand the second half of the season is a little easier, but you got to get that first win. Start playing the younger guys. Bring up one of the younger receivers. See what they got. Maybe that can open up Arian Smith as well, putting him in the slot, or Garrett in the slot, and have 2 young receivers on the outside. Let's see what we got in the younger players, because the players that we're playing now haven't been working. Again, these are just my opinions. Let me know if there's any moves you think the Jets should make leading into week 4 against the Miami Dolphins. Again, too, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for any notifications of when I post videos for you guys. And again, thank you guys so much for joining me in the JETS Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.